What's up, guys? This is Mike Murtis with Gamer Logic, and a couple folks have asked for a update on the upstairs game room. So I figured while I have the time, I would go ahead and do that. So we're gonna take advantage of our extra 5 minutes of YouTube time here, and I'm just gonna start at the back wall here. This is the controller, or it's actually a shoe rack. But I've tried as hard as I can to label this stuff to keep it in somewhat order. Dreamcast, TurboGrafx, Duo, 64, SNES, Famicom, Genesis, Saturn, and this is where it kind of loses its organization here. Neo Geo's in here, Atari Jaguar, miscellaneous stuff. Here's a Sony mouse that I actually found for $1.99 at Play and Trade here. Also picked up the Saturn 3D controller here for about $2.99, which is pretty cheap. Miscellaneous memory cards, power supply to something. This looks like this is my GameCube power supply, and miscellaneous cords and stuff like that. So got to do a little bit more organizing, but for the most part it's pretty good. Got some Halo 1 figures up on the wall here. Vampire Savior stuff. There is my terrific Poison artwork that Hanzo went ahead and did for me. Some Castlevania wall scroll here. Dead or Alive. Some of this isn't new to you long-time subscribers, but this part is. This is actually my new bookcase here. And on the top we have my Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch that I got for a hell of a deal, $4.99 if you recall. And these are my, it's a mishmash of figures here, but these are figures, the McFarlane figures from Metal Gear Solid. There's Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. My very cool Sephiroth, more Final Fantasy guys, and some mini collectibles from Anime Central that I picked up of some Street Fighter. These are my various game books. Halo Encyclopedia, Art of Halo 3, High Score. I got my art books, Capcom art books, of course, King of Fighters, Mega Man, Resident Evil Code Veronica, some of my pro wrestling autobiographies that I've read, though you can really only call it an autobiography to a certain degree. Various manga, more magazine stuff down here. A couple of my music books, and then over here I got long box Sega Saturn and PlayStation 1 games. It's my limited edition of Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker that caused big controversy with people for some reason. Some Halo 2, Halo 3 stuff still in the box. My ODST, Orbital Drop Shock Trooper, the limited Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con there. Still not opened. There, my closet here. This is where some of my handhelds reside. Old laptop from 1998 that I use for old games. A mess here. There's a Tyrant Resident Evil figure that my dad found in the house at the basement. He brought that over to mine. This is still the drawer of Atari stuff that I eventually got to bring out. Got my Super Scope and Menacer up here. My TurboGrafx-CD hard case. Street Fighter 4, Xbox box. Let's go over this side here, and over here is my miscellaneous, and again I need to clean this out. This used to be organized, but it's not. Games that I have that do not have cases, and that can be anywhere from like PS2, PS1, Xbox, stuff that I've picked up or people have given me that don't have official cases. This is miscellaneous game boxes from NES, Super NES, TurboGrafx, Genesis, even limited edition stuff that's kind of carried over. This is a new CD stand, and I don't remember from the last time I did a game room update if this was here, but I picked this up because my other rack ran out of room. It's kind of a mishmash of stuff on the top, but we got a PlayStation game here, some Dreamcast, some video game soundtracks. We get into the TurboGrafx here, down to the TurboGrafx and some Duo stuff. Castlevania Dracula X that I really like. Ys 3, which is my favorite Ys game. Some Neo Geo stuff. Import PlayStation, import Sega Saturn. Really like that one. That's Castlevania Symphony of the Night for Saturn there. More Dreamcast stuff. More Dreamcast stuff. More Dreamcast stuff. We get to our Halo 2 and Halo artwork here. Actually, I think that's Halo 3, I don't remember. A couple Halo statues here. Figures. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8. The women of miscellaneous video games. There's a Maria statue I actually picked up from Symphony of the Night. That's new. Some miscellaneous stuff here. Dante, Metal Gear, Assassin's Creed, Alucard, and this is the Halo 3 collection of figures. I got my old Halo and Halo 2 stuff upstairs. There's a Street Fighter 4 calendar that I haven't changed the date from on May. Bleach figures. This is my rack of PlayStation 1 games. Some good stuff there. From Ace Combat, Dance Dance Revolution, Castlevania Final Fight, Resident Evils, the double disc, like RPGs, Ogre Battle, Parasite Eve. We step back a little bit. Halo 2 poster, some more Vampire Savior stuff. Some Capcom figure collection stuff of Morgan. Eric Vedder's Street Fighter tribute artwork that he sent me. The various lineup of Capcom ladies here. This is more current gen stuff. Now my PS3, PSP, and DS games are all actually in the exercise room because that's adjacent from my living room. And since the PS3 is downstairs, it makes more sense. So I don't have those up here, nor do I have the PSP up here. But we start with the Xbox 360. We go with the Xbox here. And we go down to the PS1. And that's that shelf. We get to our systems here. Good old Sega Genesis. Game Boy, Advance, SP, DS. My audio mixer for all my systems, as well as my RF switch box. Component switch box. GameCube. The stack of Sega awesomeness. Genesis. Sega CD 32X. My very lovable, reconditioned and reworked Duo system. Really love that. Turbo Duo, great system. It's got my flash card in there. And I got my Famicom. So that was the Famicom disk system. Atari 7800 with turmoil in it. I can go wrong with the Nintendo Entertainment System. Some various Halo collectibles up here. My Sega Saturn kiosk, which I love. I took the Saturn out actually that was in here and have been using it lately. I put it downstairs in our loft, so if I wanted to break out some Saturn goodness, I could downstairs on the couch. If you'll notice in here, this is actually, you probably can't see me with me in the way and the light reflecting, but in there is actually the broken Famicom Twin that I got for 20-30 bucks and was hoping to repair, but it's in pretty bad shape, so it's more of a display piece than anything. Over here we got the PlayStation, Panasonic 3DO, Dreamcast, Import Saturn, Neo Geo CD, Atari Jaguar, Virtual Boy, Super Nintendo, and Nintendo 64. And I just realized that red light means that my adapter is running, which means I am wasting electricity. Which is a very, very bad thing. Oh, maybe not. It's always red. Okay. Next up, a fan. Pretty cool. Some lights. Over here, we got some more Halo stuff up here too. The Civilian Warthogs, Halo 3, some Kubricks, Banshee. This is my I received from my label when I did Ergo. Very cool. Halo Uprising poster. We got my Final Fantasy Elixir, Final Fight press kit, various Famicom, Super Famicom games, and 64 stuff, Super NES stuff. This is the crap holder of crappy SNES games that I get a hold of. Big stack of Super NES games, that's where they all sit there, over 100, very proud of that. First shelf of NES, there's also Game Boy and Virtual Boy here. There's my Nestor's Funky Bowling that I got for a cheap $4.99. More NES, Game Boy Advance, Famicom Disk System, Neo Geo Pocket, Game Gear. Go a little bit over here. This is my overstack from my bookshelf. HD loader for the PS2, for my one PS2 that has a hard drive in it. Various Xbox, PlayStation 2 games. On the side we got my orange thing here that contains television boxes, Atari. And this actually has some boxed NES stuff, and apparently Clash of Demon Head is a big thing in the Scott Pilgrim movies, which I haven't read the novels, haven't seen the movie, I really don't know, I'll get into them eventually. But Clash of Demon Head is a big topic in that, and I actually happen to have a copy that has never been opened, so it's kind of interesting. Maybe that'll shoot it up in value, I don't know. A couple other games here. Poison. A gift from a YouTuber there with Chun-Li and my Genesis games. More Genesis games. And Brawl Brothers instruction book. That doesn't belong there. More Genesis games. Master System games are behind this. And we have Jaguar and more N64. So that's pretty much it for the game room up here. And yeah, people asked for an update, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you got any questions, feel free to comment. Peace.